Hello! Welcome back to Terraria. Today's episode is going to be a bit different. I have been hard pressed for time this week, and I don't really have anything planned for today. This is pretty much just going to be me talking about, let's go with things and stuff. Stuff and things. By the time this goes up, I will already be visiting family, and maybe on the way back. I'm not going to be visiting them for very long, but this has been a really busy week for me. Okay, let's start off with why it's been busy. My name is mDiyo. I am creator of mods for Minecraft, Tinker's Construct, and Terraria. There's other people working on Tinker's Construct with me, but I still do a fair bit of the work at the moment. And we've been working to get that up to 1.6.4 to complete. Last version. Yeah, the last version is always a time sink. And, well, it takes a bunch of time. And this time it happened to coincide with a holiday in the United States called Thanksgiving. And for that, I go visit my family. They don't have internet, so I have to go leave and basically have no internet, just visit with family, unplug from everything. So this video will be scheduled. YouTube is nice like that. Hi. There's a few of you. Tatted cloth. So, I guess let's talk about why I stopped streaming and why I started making YouTube videos. And, oh, this looks like a good cave. Let's throw some bombs too. So, my original plan was to go and make YouTube videos. Actually, even further back. When I started modding Tinker's Construct in particular, I made a plan, and the plan was to... It came in 3 phases. Their first phase was to just have a bunch of things that I would do. I would make tools, I would make the smeltery, I would make a whole bunch of interesting things. Like as much content as I could possibly get. Phase 2 was to start integrating with other mods. So I could have a whole bunch of things, like, though, let me put it this way. Phase 3's goal was to either make maps or YouTube videos, and the whole goal there was just to make everything with Minecraft interact together. So, now I'm making YouTube videos. When I started trying to make YouTube videos, I was so nervous. I didn't have a feel for it. I didn't know what I was talking about. I couldn't just... Like, here I can sit down and... do cave. I can play the game, I can ramble on, do things. It's more natural for me to be able to do this now. I'm kind of an introvert, and meeting new people is always hard. I like the streaming, because I could sit down and I could interact with people. Uh-oh. Blow myself up. I could interact, and I could actually play like Minecraft and Terraria, and there would always be people there who I could talk to. It wasn't just me playing by myself anymore. It was more of a group activity. And I did enjoy that, but I really do enjoy streaming. The problem is that I don't have a normal sleep schedule. What is it called? Okay, there's a thing called free running sleep syndrome. Basically means I don't sleep on a 24-hour schedule. And with the streaming, it was nice. I played games for about 3-4 hours a day, and just had fun with it. Got to talk to all kinds of people, and... well, I had a lot of fun with that. unfortunately, like every month or maybe month and a half, somewhere in there, I would get to a point where I just couldn't stay awake. I wanted to keep a steady time schedule, and that... It's kind of hard to keep a steady time schedule, say, from noon to 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, when you happen to be going to sleep at noon one day, and then a week later you'll be waking up at noon. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing. Unfortunately, I still want to make videos. I still want to interact with people and have fun with things. So I switched over to YouTube right when my sleep cycle was going to keep me from streaming for a week, and I've been doing that ever since. YouTube is nice in that I can queue up videos. I can just sit here and be like, hey, let's blow stuff up. And I can be doing this at midnight or 6 a.m., maybe even right before I'm supposed to upload, and voila, we have video right on time every day. Though the streaming went for 3 to 4 hours, that amount of time that I'm spending for making these has not changed. In fact, unless I'm doing an odd video where I'm not really editing anything and I'm just talking, then it takes usually longer. It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, depending on what I'm doing that day and what exactly is the goal, to create a video. Once in a while it'll only take a half hour, and sometimes... my jellyfish. Sometimes it will take even longer. There was an episode of Magic Maiden for Minecraft where I spent 2 hours on the intro video. It came up pretty nice. I went and... well, it was sword, check. Pickaxe, check. It was just a nice staging way of showing what I had, what they did, what each of the tools could do, and what I was bringing on my journey. And it took 2 hours. The end result video was 1 minute and 7 seconds. Maybe I should make a big tunnel out of this. Let's actually have some purpose with this video today. I'm making a mine shaft down to, I don't know, down to some cave where I can go explore. There isn't many caves over here. So, I just stopped because well, it was going to be a week before I could stream again, and by that time I just could say that I wanted to do YouTube videos instead. I've been trying to work up a backlog on the videos. Sometimes it's okay. Like, I've had a week's worth of backlog once, and about 3 days into that, I got a couple more videos, and it's the last week or two has been really tough because of the Minecraft modding, and I am making my own game. That doesn't take up a small amount of time either. Without a job, I have time for all of these projects: YouTube, modding, new game, Terraria, Minecraft. It gets a bit hectic at times, and there is definitely no lack of anything to do. And it's also nice to be able to just sit here and mine some more, be nice and focused on what I need to do today, which is absolutely nothing. As I started getting into the YouTube videos, I made a commitment to put out a video every day. I have enough time to where I can do 3 hours worth of video at a time, and I have a lot of fun with it. I've been learning a lot of film techniques. I've been learning how to pace my my words, my actions. I'm also learning what all of the other people who do Minecraft videos on YouTube go through. I'm using mods, and if I want to clear out a hill, that's fine. It'll take an hour. The people on YouTube, with the vanilla, no, it'd take like 3 or 4, and they'd just be sitting there, maybe with beacon and the haste enchantment on their pickaxe, or maybe they'll just sit there with a bunch of stone tools and go watch videos in the meantime. Ooh, this looks shiny. Still playing the game here. Can't see, can't see. Nope. One of the things I do miss is having all kinds of time to do whatever random thing that I wanted. It's nice having things to do, but once in a while, all the things that I have to do just back up, and it happens to be unfortunate family matters at the same time. This is going to happen around Christmas time if I don't plan carefully as well. And Christmas is more important because I'll probably be gone for a week. So I'm going to make a definite push on getting more videos out and ready, and hopefully they'll be higher quality as time goes by. I have noticed that the videos are getting better. It's getting more natural to talk about them. I can sit here and do this. This, talking while I'm playing the game, was completely inconceivable when I started, which is why I went for streaming. I just wanted to be able to... Oh... How do I put it? I wanted to be able to talk, and... I just wanted to be able to talk instead of sitting here and saying nothing, and being like, hey, I could go play Terraria by myself anytime, and just like watching somebody play with no voice. That's how nervous I was. It's quite a bit different now. Once I get comfortable with something, I am pretty good at picking up things to do and things to see. I have a particular talent for learning. So I've been learning how to do this, and it's been picking up pretty good. Unfortunately, it's not picking it up fast enough for me. Everybody gets to watch me learn how to make videos while I'm actually making videos, instead of doing it in a chamber where everything is self-contained. It's kind of how modding went the first time. I could just do whatever I wanted, and I could think around with it, learn things, pull up other people's code, nobody had to see it. But with something like this, where it is public by nature, it's kind of hard to do that. It's either nobody sees it and you don't get feedback, or everybody sees it and, well, if you're bad at it, you're bad at it, and everybody sees that. Hey, skeleton. One of the things I did want to do when I started this is to try and put out a certain level of quality, or at least content. I had to fudge the video yesterday because I really don't have the backlog. I've been doing so many things. It's been really crazy. Like, I don't have a job and my time is completely full. Ooh, hi dungeon. How close am I to the dungeon? Aha. Aha. Okay. I can deal with this. We're gonna go right through the dungeon. I have no idea what I'm going for. Maybe I'll go down to the underworld and we'll have a nice elevator. I can just throw bombs, that's fine too. I'm not sure what exactly I had the bombs for. Oop. That's not gonna work. Well, if I'm gonna build an elevator, then I'm gonna go get some TNT. And my inventory is quite full. Let's go this way. Usually, I'd sit here and I'd edit this out. I don't have any Hermes boots either. So the fastest way of traveling is like this. But I am really pressed for time. And I think I can create the level of content and the quality, both the quality and the quantity that I want without cutting the video. I've been experimenting with the cuts, and I think I've been doing them a bit too much. It always happens. I go and learn how to do one particular thing, and then I back off on it and learn how to do something else, and eventually I get the handle on every single thing, and I can put it all together in such a way that it works for me. It's kind of what I've been doing here, and I will say that since I started modding, the design that I learned, once you learn how to do the design for one thing, applying it to something else is a whole lot easier. Like, game design is one thing, video design is another, and ooh. I have inventory space. Let's bomb the crap out of this. Oop, I said crap. I try to avoid saying crap on video. Like, I don't really have a need to say things like that. And I do kind of play the game a little bit worse on purpose. I will say that too. I've played Terraria quite a bit, and it's more fun to feel like I'm learning new things than it is to just come here and be like, I am the best at dodging and bombing and I'm gonna blow everything up. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but when I was streaming, all I would do was say I was having fun with it. And while I was having fun with it, that was the main purpose after a while, was just to have fun. The original goal was to get less nervous so I could do the videos. The having fun was entirely a side effect that I really liked. There we go. Yeah, have some of this. I think that's enough. Hey, zombie. Oh, now I've mined out this whole place and it was easy. That's another thing about Terraria. Once you get into the game, things like this become easier. Instead of having dinky pickaxe... Is that the corruption noise? It is. That's odd. Instead of having a dinky pickaxe and you're not able to move around very well, I have a grappling hook and... Oh, that's not gonna hit well. Basically, you level up in mobility in this game. The health and the weapons are sort of a byproduct. Although the weapons aren't... Weapons are more important than the health. You could probably go through the whole game with 100 health. If you were good. I have played Terraria quite a bit. But I've always stuck to magic before. Me actually playing with the sword and the chakram, which is another sword, is a bit nuts. I rather like magic, and with the magic, the best idea is to sit there and aim and then jump every once in a while when something gets near you. The same is sort of true with the range, but you have to aim better, which means you have to move around more, because you're not going to hit every time if you have the same level of skill. The magic traits have big sweeping things, and they have other abilities attached to them. Like this, it hits the zombie multiple times. Chakram, once. Once every time. It may bounce off of things, but that's not all that useful. stars. How many coins do I have? 16? Okay. And I've not got many torches. Now I'm getting distracted because I have absolutely no clue what to talk about. That is pretty much everything I've been saving to talk about sometime when I don't have a video prepared. And I actually do have a few more, but not in Terraria. I can talk about specific Minecraft modding things when I'm in Minecraft, but that's not appropriate here. Unfortunately, I don't have anything else, so we'll just go with it. Everything belongs to me. I do like the stars. I never used it much because I like the magic, and the stars are more useful for potions, but the star cannon is an interesting idea. It does a whole ton of damage and it goes right through things. Lovely piercing. It's not really useful for anything other than bosses. And speaking of bosses, if I have some eyes, pretty sure I do, or some of the worm food, then I'm going to go fight the respective bosses over here. And I've got some cobwebs. I can probably make a bed. Pumpkin. Yeah, it took me all this time to get over here and over there. And if you cut that out, it could be like 10 minutes, it could be 20, it could be 5, depends. Usually I'm not going to go find a meteor on the way and just blow it up. Oh. But with the meteorite, you can make meteor bars and then get meteor shot. That'll be nice for Wall of Flesh later. Haven't really done much past Wall of Flesh. I played a little bit with 1.1 when it came out. And I did fight some of the bosses there, but I never got past Cobalt. And, well, didn't get past there. It's a lot of things. Look at these bombs. Okay, so I don't have any. I do have a little bit of this. 332. I got a few of the meteorite bars. Let's see how much time that I've spent. The time that I shoot for when I'm doing videos is about 30 minutes. I find that 30 minutes doesn't take too long to make, and people sit down and they can watch it. People that I talk to, though, a lot of people watch 15 minutes, but they'll go and watch the first 15 minutes of a video, and then they'll watch the second 15 minutes of a video, or they'll just get bored halfway through. So, a lot of people have probably stopped watching by now. Oop. I need a bed. I'm not going to hold myself to that for this particular video, since it's an odd format to begin with. I think I'm just going to make a bed over in this crazy mess. Where am I going to put it? I guess I can sleep in one of my NPC houses. Here we go. I will be away for Thanksgiving after this. So if I come back with some equipment, like say Hermes boots, well, I may or may not be recording that. We'll see. Alright, weird video today. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.